Alright guys, don't know what happened, that was weird. Stream just literally like failed. Yeah, that was weird. But we're back. Looks like we're good now. Alright, we're good now. Should be good. I don't know why that happened. Huh. That was just weird. We'll never know, it seems like. Okay, well that was interesting. I need to pop it back in because it's gone. Hey guys, should be good now. That was weird though. It just stopped sending data. Never had that happen. Okay, well, we're good. So yeah, that was interesting. Don't know why that happened. Just OBS Studios. Seem to be good now. Again. Don't know why that happened. I'm confused, but we're good. It's just like OBS likes to have a fit sometimes. Well, we're getting data now, so that's good. I don't know why it failed, but it did. Okay. Okay, well, we're good now, so that's all that matters. Alright. That was weird. I don't know why that happened. Except that OBS likes to do it sometimes. Apparently. Something new it likes to do. So we have 502 nautical miles before descent. Oh, probably should turn off the seatbelt sign. We've been in the air for quite some time now. Don't need the seatbelt sign on anymore. Everybody's probably pissed at us because they couldn't get up out of their seats because I've gone ahead and kept the seatbelt sign on the whole entire time. Oh, we're gonna do about that? They can't do anything about that. Alright, we're good now, so don't need to worry about it anymore. Let's do a quick weather checkup again. Make sure we are all good. Okay, Charlotte Amalia. I don't know why it says Charlotte Amalia. That's part of St. Thomas. Oh no, the whole entire thing's St. It's called St. Thomas, but the thing says Charlotte Amalia on the maps. Alright, partly cloudy. Temperature is 86 Fahrenheit. Oh, I want to be there right now. Oh, that's so nice. 86. That's nice. Nice. Alright, yeah. Perfect, over there. I wonder what's like in Cruise Bay. Let me go to my weather app on my phone that's built in. Cruise Bay, let's see. It's 88 in Cruise Bay. It is... Tomorrow it's going to be 86. Friday, 88. Saturday, 88. Sunday, 88. Monday, 88. Thursday, 88. I mean, Tuesday, 88. Wednesday, 88. It's 88, 88. That's what it's always like, 88. It feels like 97 though there, apparently. That's what it says. Humidity is 67. Pressure is 30.08. I wonder if that matches with what the tablet will say. I know it should be actually. I would want to choose not Cruise Bay. And probably I would want to choose St. Thomas, but 3000. I wonder what it is. Does no weather tell me the pressure? Let's see if it matches it. $3001. It's so yeah. No weather is giving me incorrect data there. Well, probably not, but can't blame it on no weather. Alright, let's go ahead and get out of that. Guys, I am going to be right back. Hi guys, I am back. Okay. My phone in my pocket. I went back, Casey. Hey. We are good. Yeah, so we're gonna be installing Far Cry really soon, and we're gonna do some Far Cry. I'm gonna install it while I'm trying to mess with, while I'm messing with, Train Sim World. We're gonna install Far Cry. Where did you go? I had to go to the bathroom. Okay. Yeah, I had to start a new stream because OBS had some issues. It stopped sending data some weird reason to YouTube and only to Twitter. Don't know why. I mean, not Twitter. It was only sending it to Twitch. I'm gonna grab a drink real quick. Give me a minute. Okay. Okie dokie. Let's see where we are. Okay. Map. Well, we're looking good. We're about. We're getting pretty close. Every time I do this fight, it gets faster and faster. I feel like because I do it so often. But yeah, we are. That's about halfway here. So yeah, we're almost halfway. Yeah, so we're gonna do some Far Cry soon. I got Far Cry, but haven't played it yet. So. We're gonna play Far Cry soon, probably Friday, maybe. Cause on Monday I have school. We start school on Monday. What's happening? Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, I think Train Sim World 2. I'm excited to play, and Far Cry I'm even more excited to play. It's like shooting, and I like airsoft and that. So yeah, it's be pretty cool. I hope I don't get in trouble for playing that. I don't think I will. People play that all the time, Far Cry. Oh yeah, but Train Sim World 2, I'm gonna mess with that after the flight, see if we can figure out what's going on, see if I can get the thing to move forwards. That's my #1 priority. Is to get to move forwards. If I can't get a train to move forwards, I guess we'll just sit there at the train yard, sitting there saying, we'll just have a conversation while sitting at the train yard. I'm gonna try and get to move. Like the wheels were moving, but the train wasn't. Like it looked like they were slipping, but they shouldn't be. Oh, maybe I should try doing the sand next time to get grip. Yeah, but I was also having 2 trains. I had a slave unit, so I wonder if the slave unit has to be in a certain thingy for it to work correctly. How it works. Maybe there's some brakes that were somewhere else I need to turn off. We'll never know. Well, we will. Probably by the end of today. I'll tell you guys what the issue was. It's probably going to be driver error, not game error. Because I haven't played Train Sim World 2020 for a while. Like, the trains are the exact, like, the missions are the exact same. Have to move things in forwards. Yeah, wait, but do I need to move the slave engine, the one that would be behind me? Do I need to put that into a direction for that to move, like, reverse? Because I wonder if they were trying to, like, fight each other. I was wondering if, like, one was trying to go forwards and the other one was trying to go backwards. They were kind of just fighting each other. Well, both of them maybe were going forwards, so the one was pulling forwards and my other one was pulling forwards and they wouldn't let them go. I wonder if that might have been the issue. I'll have a look. Oh. Yeah, it was, the one train was in neutral, but yeah, I'm gonna try setting them up correctly. Maybe I'll put the slave train in reverse so that it's pushing with mine. Yeah, let's see. I don't really know how to say slave units work correctly. Alright, where's our top percent? Top percent is in 388 nautical miles, so yeah, we're getting closer to our top descent. So yeah. So with the scenery in the St. Thomas, we will have the the marshal on the ground. That's gonna. I think I'm not an expert. Well, probably should have tried that. I'll update you guys if I get moving. But into St. Thomas, the scenery comes with the SAM thing. So we have the marshal that will guide us into our gate, our spots. It even has the green little path that you walk on so that you don't walk off to other airplanes. It's done correctly. It looks a whole lot better than the default one, though. I feel like there's some scenery where you think that you can never install scenery that's gonna be worse than the default. That you can never find one that's gonna be worse than the default, but you can. There's some that are. I would rather stick with default than freeware ones. That some of them you find. Ground marshal. Yes. We're gonna have the marshal, and they're gonna wave us into the gate and everything. It's really cool. And we have the nice, beautiful blue water. But yeah, there's some sceneries where it's like you would rather have the default than installing the freeware thing because it doesn't look so good. Like, I've found some of these other ones that's like, like, even on the payware sites, there's this one and it's like, this thing doesn't look too good. I wonder how the one in default is. Yeah, but yeah, we're on the marshal, so it'll be pretty cool. I want to see all the rivals into St. Thomas. I'm curious exactly what do they all have. Let's see. Well, we only have one. You only have one departure out of St. Thomas. One option. So this one. I don't know how you pronounce it, but you have only one runway you land on, runway 10. Even if the winds are ridiculously strong behind you, you still are gonna land runway 10 because that's the only one that has the ability with the poppy lights and the ILS, the hotel, and the ice cream. In the hotel and the ice cream. Yeah, it's very well done, the scenery. You can see everything that is there. So yeah, we only have our ILS runway 10. Actually, should we take the RNAV today? What's the RNAV arrival? St. Thomas, let's see. Should we take RNAV or ILS? RNAV might be fun. Yeah, I couldn't find the ice cream area, but I know where the hotel is on the island that we stayed at. Should we take the RNAV or the ILS? RNAV. Okay, yeah, we're gonna do the RNAV today. I don't think I've done really that much RNAV into St. Thomas. I've only done it like a couple times. I normally take the ILS. And in real life, they don't really use the ILS too much into there. They don't really. We've gone in once into St. Thomas where they took an auto land, the ILS, because with the ILS, the procedure for the ILS into there that you do is load it up. We were coming in, and one person was like, "I hope we don't do another one of those turns," because for the ILS, you do a turn. So you come in, over here, you do this one turn like this, and then you shoot your ILS approach. So we're sitting there, we're doing this, we're making that turn, and they're like, after we were done with it, the one passenger by us was like, hope we don't have to do that again. Because we took the ILS instead of the RNAV approach. But even with the RNAV, you still have that loop, but it is more, it's not as tight. And normally you don't do the circle, but they were apparently following their charts that, you normally don't. It's funny. They normally don't follow their charts into their the only charts they have are their RNAV, their approach charts. These are the only charts they have really, are their approach charts. They do not use their airport diagram, obviously. Well, it's a small airport. Don't know how you can get lost. You land, you take this way, you're at the terminal. I don't even think they tell you how to taxi to the terminal. I don't even think they're like I don't think they would be like, American 1888, welcome to St. Thomas. Right when able, taxi via Alpha. I don't think they even do that for the airliners, because I think the airliners know where they have to go. They just have to go boom, turn off here, follow Alpha, and go into the ramp. So I don't even think they really use their charts here, because you can't get lost. It's a little hard to get lost. And if you do get lost, something's wrong. How they even have a taxiway. Yeah, they have a taxiway. They have a nice terminal, actually. The terminal is really nice. The terminal is the shape of a Y, actually. Look at it. See, it's a Y. It's shaped as a Y. Yeah, they even have taxiways. Yeah, but it's a really, like, it's a short runway, small airport. Though when you're walking by the fence, like we had to walk down to the airport one day because we were in St. Thomas. We came back from St. John. Our flight was later. Any jetways? No jetways. Nope. Only air stairs. That's the only thing they use. So we're going down there because we had to pick up a car because we were just spending a day on the St. Thomas because my brother wanted to go to Mermaid's chair. I can point out Mermaid's chair on the approach. I can point it out. We'll be able to see it. Sadly, we get there, and then they closed the gate, so we couldn't go see Mermaid's chair. But we had to walk by the airport, like by the fencing, and let me tell you, it's a small runway when you're landing it in the flight sim, but when you're walking it, it's long. When you're walking by the fence of it, it's a long walk. But it's a small airport for a long walk. It's only 7,000 feet, so it's a short runway. But yeah. They don't have any jetways. It's just air stairs, and I don't think they will ever add them because the terminal is not high enough off the ground for jetways. You literally walk. You literally just follow the green path right to the sidewalk. You get to the sidewalk and then you walk into the terminal. No, a 747 cannot land there. The biggest aircraft that can go in there is a 757. So the aircraft that they fly in there is the A320, A319. I think an A321 could land in there, but I don't think they do it. They do fly the 737-800, the 737 MAX, and the 757 fly in there. Only like smaller aircraft, smaller airliners. The 757, it is not that small, but it's a 757 is considered like Lamborghini style stopping. It can stop really quick, so it can land in there. The 757, But yeah, cannot land a 747 there. Yeah. Well, yeah, 747. Actually, necessarily the runway to Princess Juliana's necessarily not long enough to land it, but they did. I'm pretty sure. Like, what's the I'm pretty sure. Let's see. Let's see how long it is. How long is Princess Juliana? TNCM. Let's see. Let's have a look here. I'm pretty sure it's short. Well, KLM. Well, yeah, KLM did fly them in there, but it is a very, very short runway. It is pretty short for the 747. And even landing the landing the A319 in there, I did use up the whole runway just because I am using auto brakes low. But it is a fairly long runway. I normally use low so I don't heat up the brakes too much. I flew there once with KLM. Cool, that's really cool. It's a cool. I did a live stream in there once. I'm not sure if you were there for it, but yeah. Why are their charts colored? Like, they're nicely colored. But we can't get them. Yeah, so it's a nice airport. It's a nice airport. It's a very cool one because you can get nice and low to the beach. I'm wondering how that would have been seeing the 74. That would be so cool to see the 747 fly into there. 747. That beautiful, beautiful airplane. That would have just made it amazing to see. You can see the detail of that thing on approach into there. Into St. Thomas, we do get pretty low to the water. The airport is, yeah, the beach is, yeah. That beach just looks, it's crowded. I wouldn't go there. I wouldn't like stay there for like a beach day if I would go there, because it's very crowded, it looks, from everything I've seen. There's a lot of people there, and yeah. And it's also kind of dangerous because of the jet blast, because of the jets take off. When the airplanes take off, they create a lot of wind behind them, and the airport, Princess Juliana, like the airport, they don't seem too thrilled about people hanging onto the things, because people have gotten injured while they're taking off planes there, because it is really powerful. So I don't know whose idea it was to build a beach there, but it's pretty cool. Just not the safest, but yeah, they can't be too thrilled about a beach there. Yeah, it's the most that when people get injured, it's mainly on takeoffs, because that's when they are doing a static takeoff and they're holding the brakes, they're going full power, and then they're releasing. So those engines are getting time to spool up to full power before they release the brakes. So if you're standing behind there, you're getting the full amount of many people get injured too. Yeah, Princess Juliana, yeah. But when you're by that beach, those engines are spooling up to full power before they release their brakes for takeoff. So you're getting to feel the whole entire power of those engines at full power. Those engines can blow over a car. If you watch Mythbusters, they got a 747 a couple times. I think they've done it, and they've drove a car behind it, and it will lift that car up. So I'm guessing they cannot go exactly full power until they start rolling a little farther away, because those engines are enough to lift up a car off of the ground. I'm gonna assume they have to go full power when they're away from the fence a little bit more, so they don't pick up the car. I'm assuming, because there are cars that drive right by the fence. So don't know how they do it, 'cause those are pretty powerful engines. But if the Airbuses, they probably would go full power on departure. Yeah, it can blow over the apron, yeah. So when you're like taxiing around some airports and you get up to the runway, sometimes you'll see the yellow like arrows. Not arrows. They're the not the pre-threshold. The pre-threshold is a part that you can use on takeoff. But you have those yellow like how do I explain it? They're yellow and they're like they're almost like an arrow, but not with the thing coming out the back. That tells you that you cannot take off while you're in this part with the yellow, because that is runway that is not the strongest. Like in the St. Thomas, you're gonna see how large of a pre-threshold they have. It's the pre-threshold in the St. Thomas is half of the runway. Pre-threshold. It's long, and you do use it on takeoff if you are flying with Spirit. They do use the pre-threshold on takeoff, and you also do. You end up in the pre-threshold on rotation. If you're taking off from runway 10, if you're taking off from 28, you're taking off in the pre-threshold, like you're going to be powering up in that pre-threshold. It's a huge pre-threshold. Don't know the point of it. It's kind of ridiculous how large it is. Don't know any point of why you need one that long, but it's there. But don't really know the point. See, the airport was there during, I think, World War II. The airport was there. The new terminal was built later on. Well, not new. Yeah, well, they built the terminal later on, and they got a new one couple years ago, a while ago. But the airport used to be used for the Air Force, and then the U.S. Virgin Islands took over the airport for their international airport, because at the time, during World War II, the only international airport to get into there, well, the only airport would have been St. Croix, I think, was the only one. That would have been your only way to get in, because St. Thomas used to be an Air Force base, and it still has some Air Force jets that you can sometimes see parked on the sides. But it's now a international airport. But they expanded the runway. So when they took over the airport, they went ahead. They expanded the runway. I think that's why it has pre-thresholds now. I think the pre-thresholds might have been the newer part they added onto it when they took it over. Because they had to expand the runway so that they could take in not the like P-51 Mustangs or whatever they flew into there back in the war. So yeah, it's a pretty cool, really cool airport. One of my favorite ones, just because of how beautiful the approach is in real life. In X-Plane, it's not the greatest, but now it should be a whole lot better now that we get blue water on the approach and everything, and we get proper looking scenery, beautiful boats and everything. There's one boat that seems like it's messed up. It seems like they accidentally modeled it too small. It looks like an RC boat. I'll point it out when we land. But it looks like they accidentally did not expand it enough, because it's really tiny. I didn't know that. Yeah, it's really cool about it. There's some cool facts about the airport. One of my favorite airports. I have some I think I have some photos inside the terminal. Well, I have some photos from outside I have photos of them taking off from the airport that I could throw up in the, go drive when you're there. Yeah, my mom drives there. My dad doesn't drive there, because, you drive on the opposite side of the road. So, yeah, my dad doesn't drive there, my mom does. But, yeah. Even though it's a U.S. island, you do drive on the other side of the road. That is weird, but my mom knows how to do it. She's done it for a bunch of years. Because my mom's been going for like 28 years or something with my dad. But yeah, really, there's some sketchy roads. Let's just say that. There's some roads that they get sketchy. You're on the side of a cliff most of the time. Steep cliffs. There's some really big switchbacks that are quite scary sometimes. My brother, used to cry every time they went up to Trunk Bay. There's a switchback in it. Your tires spin. Yeah, I don't care which side of the road, and I always drive with a stick. Yeah, sticks are cool. My dad loves sticks. But we only have automatic right now. But yeah, it gets sketchy going up some of these switchbacks. There are some roads like, and there's no straight roads. There's no stoplights. There's only stop signs. But like you always have blind spots, so you have to share the road. Like if somebody's coming around a corner, you have to slam on your brakes in that one through because it's tight. I have some photos I could throw up in the Discord. I have some takeoffs out of St. Thomas. I need to find them. Well, I feel like automatic is nice on a longer. If you're driving for a long distance, automatic would be nice because then you wouldn't need to keep on shifting. But I guess when you get to your last gear or your last speed you don't need to shift anymore. So yeah, I guess that would be fine. Yeah, but I got some photos here. Let me see what I got here. Give me a minute, guys. I can show you what we got here. Let me clear out some of my phone's old photos so I can get some more storage so I can do what I need. I also have a bunch of apps on my phone that I don't use anymore. Move app, delete app. Give me a minute, everybody. Alright, let me see what I've got. Alright, let me throw some of these up in the Discord for you guys. Let me go to Discord. I don't know why I should put it under. Where's my... Alright, here, I can, throw up some... of the island. Just give it a minute. It takes a second for it to download off my cloud.